Guy, how far now?
Omo, I'm not really fine. Do you know they paid me last week and right now I can't even boast up to 10,000 naira in my account?
Seriously?
Yes.
Did you budget?
Which one is budgeting? Now, am I a politician?
That's when your money is missing like NEPA lights.
But I didn't buy anything serious, shoes, bags, the thing that guys need now. And just like that, fiam, the money has disappeared.
But it's all these little things. That's what is taking your money.
Nah. But what should I do?
See, you have to create a budget. You have to track your spending. You have to prioritize your needs over your wants. And you have to save before you spend, not the other way around.
So what you're trying to say that this money management thing is no child's play?
It's no child's play at all.
The Money Clique is an annual financial literacy program to help you up your money game. The Money Clique is not just about money, it's about mindset. So in the Money Clique program, go beyond budgeting to rewire your thinking, to rewire your mindset, to change your thinking about income, to change your thinking about money management. So we'll help you grow your income, we'll help you manage it, we'll help you invest with confidence. Money is not just about what you know. Money is more about how you behave. And every day in the Money Clique program, what we'll try to do is to influence how you behave about money. This is not just financial education. This is financial transformation. I will hope to see you become a part of it. Thank you.
Yes, so money is not just about what you know. Money is even more about how you behave. It's more about how you Okay, so money is even more about how you behave than what you know. Welcome everybody to today's edition and the second of its kind of the My Money Clique Chronicles. Yesterday was the first, and we had an interesting conversation with Mrs. Emily Sarah Ngonomo. And today we're having another guest join us here, a member of the billionaire family, by name Osato Yvonne Ezomo, and she'll be joining us right on stage. Welcome, Ma. Glad to have you here.
Good evening, Coach. Welcome, everyone. Good to be here too, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for honoring our invitation to share your journey in the Money Clique program here with us. So let's start with introducing yourself to everyone.
My name is Osato Yvonne Ezomo. I live in Birmingham, UK, and I'm a member of the Money Clique Program.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. So she's joining us all the way from UK. The Money Clique Program is a global community. It's not just for those who are in Nigeria alone. Yesterday we have someone from Zambia. Today we have someone living in the UK join us. So thank you very much, Mrs. Osato, for being here. So let's kick it right off and get into the business of the day. Let us start with what motivated you to join the Money Clique Program, man?
I think I first heard from you. I first heard about you when I was listening to a webinar from the Intentional Parents Academy, and your name was mentioned, and what you do was mentioned. So I went. First of all, I went on Instagram first, just to kind of check it out to see what you were posting about, and I saw that it really made a lot of sense. And I know that, like you always say, making money is kind of easy. Multiplying and managing that's where the job is. And I knew I had a lot of work to do in that area. It wasn't just making, it's about being able to keep it, being able to make something out of it.
Yes.
So I said, okay, I need to be in an environment where I can be taught how to properly manage my money, how to basically to get more ideas, not just ideas, to be able to implement those ideas and to be able to follow through and to have someone accountable, someone I can always reach out to kind of guide me. So that was my biggest motivation. I didn't want to start the year and end it on the same note, but I knew that to be able to do that, I had to do something different and finances by learning more and growing more. So that's what motivated me to join in.
Glad that you eventually joined. I'm happy that you joined. So eventually you got motivated, you
Yeah,
joined us. How's
yeah.
the experience been so far?
It's been great. It's been amazing, really. I think, when they say, when you hear something continuously, be anything, if you're in an environment, be it any environment, it influences your mind. It kind of changes your mind. For me, it's been amazing. It's changed, I think, it's the behavior part of it. Um,
Mm,
Money management is very behavioral. So being in the money clique has changed my behavior towards money. It has changed my mindset. It's given me the will I say the is that it's giving me the tools on how to be different. My mindset is changed. It's a totally different mindset. My behavior towards money has changed. I've learned to budget extremely well. I've learned to save. I've learned to. I can tell where money is going. I'm not led by it now. I kind of direct, where it goes, and that's one of the
yes,
biggest things that's kind of helped me. I mean, that kind
that's
of
true.
changed a lot this past 1 year. Yes.
Wow, brilliant, interesting. Now, I've heard a lot of different stories about joining the money clique. Did you have any double mind? Did you feel, oh, should I give it a try? Did you have those thoughts before you eventually joined the program?
When you have a problem and you think you've seen what the solution might be, for someone
Mm,
determined to change, there's no, I
yeah.
didn't have any, there was no, I knew the source I heard it from was tested and tried. I knew it has
Mm,
helped me in my own parenting. So I knew that that was something that I needed help with as well, finances. So I had no doubt. I knew if I follow through and I do my part, I will get the results I'm looking for. So I didn't have any misgivings at all. I was like, yes, that's one of the things I need to work on. That's one of the things I need to. That's one of my helpers really actually. So I need to go and find the help I need in that place. That's what happened.
okay, all right. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so my next question to get to understand better your journey so far is what part of the program, has stood out for you the most? The classes, the money tips, the books, the
I,
activities, the
I'll tell
community.
you.
What part?
I'll tell you because before I joined, right, I've had a
Yes.
few. I've been burnt from a few investments. We've
Yes.
had a few investment mistakes. Let me say that, and that
Yes.
was from a point of ignorance and not knowing really what to do. So
Mm,
my biggest ignorance there was this investing. They're saying this stock thing. How can someone really do it? Can I do it on my own? Because I've always outsourced my investing. I've always
yeah.
given it to other people to do, and it
To do
goes
for
south.
you.
Yeah. So for me, the daily tips, spot on. The
Mm,
classes, spot on. The webinars was just for me the very first webinar. The first thing that kind
yeah.
of was when you did that course on stock investing. And
Mm,
I knew, aha, this thing is really doable. So apart from the daily tips and the classes, the webinars, I think it was just teaching me. Another thing that kind of changed me totally was the healing from financial trauma. Because like I said,
mm,
because of my past, how a lot of trauma I was carrying. And that led to
mm.
me spending irrationally sometimes without identify that was the root cause of what it was. But by the time I
Yeah.
did that course and came out of it, it was like a light bulb. It was like a cloud fell out. I looked, yes, this is what to do. This is where to go. So the whole program
Yeah.
is been excellent. But the trauma course, the stock investing course as well. The book reading as well. The community generally, yes, it's been amazing.
Yeah, talking about financial trauma, the truth is that a lot of people do not even know that they carry trauma with them. And what a lot of us do not understand is how much our trauma can affect the way we spend money or not even spend at all. So I'm glad that you were able to find yourself and start working on healing from your past trauma. Now, was there any financial habits that you had before that you now see yourself change? Yes, you've mentioned quite a few, and then more.
I had a lot of bad behavior. Let me say that before.
That's the Coach Reddy's voice.
Bad spendy behavior. And and you know when you it's sometimes like it's like an autopilot because it's something I spend and not necessarily on me, really. Not necessarily I don't really buy a lot of stuff. But
Mm,
maybe because of my background or where I'm coming from, I end up spending so much on I can't say no, to certain
mm.
I can't say no really.
You were giving to family and friends. Anybody that asked.
Yeah, because I think because I always used to, I believe in is more blessed to give than to receive. And
Yes.
I believe that sometimes when we have, it's really to be a blessing to others.
Mm,
But
mm.
I would use the word, there has to be a balance, really. You have to think of your own future
There have to
and
be boundaries.
you have boundaries in place. Exactly, that was the word. So
Yes.
so that was one of them. I had no boundaries per se. I always, if I could justify it emotionally in my head how it will help that person's life, I wouldn't really think twice. But now, even though I still do the giving, but it's within bound, I have a budget. That's the word.
Mm.
Budgeting wasn't
Yes.
something I was good at all because,
Yes.
you know, so many things taking so much from everywhere. But when I joined the Money Click, that was the first habit I had to develop. Budget. Have a budget to say this is where this goes. When this is gone and someone is asking for more, I'll say, not now. I can fit you in
Mm.
next month. I can fit you in
Yes.
next 2 months, which was
Yes.
something I never used to do. I used to feel like really, really guilty. So budget was one habit I knew I had developed. Saving was another one as well. Um,
Mm.
there's so many other things, but I think that was just what kind of helped me. Budget, tracking my spending, not wondering
Yes.
where did it go, knowing, yes, that went there, this went there. Still have a bit of leeway, but actually knowing, being able to tell my money where my money should go or where
To
our money
go.
should go as a family. Yeah.
Mm. Yes, it's very 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 important. Like I always say, it also shows that your discipline also has improved. Because it takes discipline to make a budget. No, it takes discipline to stick to a budget. Making a budget is easy. A lot of people make budgets, but sticking to it becomes a problem. And that's the reason why I always say that the problem and the solution to all our financial issues is us. Because if we change us, every other thing will change. If we change our approach to discipline, then our budgeting will change, our saving approach will change, and even the way that we approach investing, will also change. So I'm glad to see that quite a lot of perspective, about money that you used to have shifted. Right now, the way you used to budget, your budgeting has improved, your savings have improved, regardless. But apart from budgeting and savings and then giving, the way you used to give, is there any other perspective about money that you used to have before that has changed?
I used to believe that you have to be a very financially smart person to be able to invest. But I've learned
Mm,
now that anyone
yeah,
can invest, anyone can learn it. Um,
true.
anyone can learn it. I've learned it. I've learned to invest on my phone. I've learned to trade in stocks. I've learned it, and it's so empowering to know that you are able to do that. So I think that's one of the things that I just know that anyone can learn this thing. You just need the right to be in the right community. You need to have the right person guiding you, and you need to have a ready heart to learn. Anyone
Yeah.
can actually invest and make money. And another thing that's changed as well is knowing how to. I think for me is thinking beyond. When we read that book, this Rich Dad Cash Flow Quadrant.
Barbara Kiyosaki.
Yes, when we read that book in the group, we talked about how we can fit in the 4 quadrants, even as an employee, as a
Mm-hmm.
business owner, as a self-employed and investor. That was just like a
Yes.
mind shift thing, and it just takes you back to thinking. Right, there are 4 quadrants here. How can you get into this four? You can as an individual. So I think that
Mm.
was something that was really profound for me to be able to implement and to start taking steps towards it, and then start working it out.
Okay, so that book really opened your eyes to a lot of things. Yeah, I'm glad. But would you say that reading that book was your aha moment in the Money Clique? Was it that point where you felt, this is it, this is what I've been
No,
missing?
no, the one that
Okay.
was I had met was The Intelligent Investor by Graham.
Oh, by Benjamin
That very,
Graham.
that very big book,
Mm.
all the terminology, the way you broke it down. That was when I knew, okay, Osato, there's hope. Oh, there's hope for you. There's hope there. You know, if I understand this and it's not Greek, it's not very like, that was that. That was the beginning of the year. It was then I knew,
Yes.
yes, this is it.
So
That was my
that book gave a lot of people tough times.
it did. It did. It's I think it's because it was broken down in a way that you can understand it and you can see
Yes.
that this is something that is learnable and it's something you can take your time to learn.
Mm.
That was the first aha moment for me. The second one, yes, was the when I read the Rich Dad Quadrant, and
Yes.
and I have a third one, the one we just started reading,
Mm.
like Total Money Makeover by Dave
Dave
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
And
Yes.
it just pointed me back to look at the mirror every time. That is you. You are in charge. You have it is you. You don't, let's not
Yes.
point fingers at all the other things. Look at
Yes.
yourself and fix your behavior, fix what you do. I think that's profound for me.
Yes, so the problem and the solution is
Yeah.
you. That's the truth. The problem and the solution is you. And that's the reason why a lot of people get it wrong most times because a lot of people end up the waste time blaming, they waste time complaining. But the thing is that the more we blame, the more we complain, and that's one of the reasons why I really don't like people complaining about the government around me. It's not because I believe the government is the best, but I believe that the more you keep complaining about the government, you shield that part of your brain that allows you to see that you also have some responsibility to bear. You also have a part to take in this. It's not just all about the government. It's not just all about the system. After all, there are people who are making it in the same government, in the same system. Why can't you be one of them? That's one of the things I tell myself. So complaining is one of those things that will move you away from looking at yourself in the mirror. And yes, those books have done justice to putting a lot of light on those things. Okay, so a lot of times we get to see people just like where we are here now. You're sharing your journey. So in the clique, how has hearing other people's experiences of other members, helped you on your journey?
This is sometimes wow, alone, not even have and testimonies as well. That kept thinking, what is
We're losing you, ma'am.
um, they said, in the community, I've been
Yes.
motivated. I've been motivated a lot by other people sharing their journey, because
Okay.
you can see someone say, "This is what I did. I got out of debt. This is
Mm.
this is my goal. This was my timeline, and I did it before then." So it just shows that other people are on the same journey with you, wanting to get better. Yes, want
Mm.
to do better. Wants to get out of debt. Wants to expand. So that just keeps inspired and motivated to stay on track.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful. The network was trying to be a bit messy, but I think we'll have it back. All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Yes, because that's one of the things I like to push in the communities for people to share their results, their progress, with the rest of the community because it encourages other people a lot. When you're in a place where nobody's sharing anything, nobody seems to be improving, you'll be wondering what's going on here. Be like, say this is not the work. When you see one or two people, share their journey, share what they've been able to achieve. Oh, I did this, I did that, and it also, it encourages me a lot to keep at it. Because it also shows that yes, people's lives are being transformed, that people are getting what they want out of this program, which is the most important thing. Is the impact in people's lives is the most important thing. Now, so let's look towards the future a little bit more. And I want to know, what financial goals are you now more confident that you'll achieve because you're in the Money Clique program?
I think I'll take it back a bit. When I joined, like I
Yes.
said, I was come with a lot of trauma, pending pain of debt,
Mm,
honest. And my when I joined, the first goal I had was I wouldn't even touch my credit card anymore. I will
mm,
focus on paying it off. I had to, and I paid off. Um, my goal was that I'll pay off one totally by December, totally. But
yes.
I because when I joined and I had to make some choices and, like you said, budget discipline, I didn't. I cut up a credit card totally. I didn't. I
Mm,
focused on paying it off, and I paid off the first credit card in August, just after the summer. That was
wow.
completely paid off.
Well
And
done.
yeah, so it's now the second one. But my other financial goals was I have a business I'm running, it's expanding it, and I'm just doing well, planning for the future of my retirement, in making my kids teaching them the same thing. And one of my
Mm,
goals is also to put them in Money Clique program,
yes.
and then grow from there. Retire early, invest more, you know. So that's part of my goals, and I'm working towards that.
Was that, and I'm glad where you talked about put your kids in the Money Click Kids program, because most people watching us right now might not know that we have a program, a Money Click dedicated for children and teenagers. It's called the Money Click Kids program. Because it's not enough for us to just learn. It's also enough. It's better that our children are also following in the footsteps and also getting literate financially, because at the end of the day, if we get it all right and we don't get it right with our children, then we've missed out a huge part of it. And like you said, if we want to be able to transfer what we have properly to our children, then we need to teach them how to manage it. Money management is key. Financial literacy is key, and it's something everybody should key into. And if you're watching us today, the numbers, the details on are on the screen for you to get your children and bring them on board the Money Play Kids program. So now, Ma, why would you recommend this program, the Money Click program, to other people, and why would you do that?
I will, first of all, because it's the behavior. I know it might seem like a cliche, but it kind of changes you from the inside out. It changes your
Mm,
mindset, changes how you handle your life, not just the money aspect. It
mm,
changes. It's a program I think everyone should get into, because money is a very important part of our lives. It's a major part of it, and
mm,
knowing what to do with it is very key
yeah.
to be happy at the end of in our journey. So I think it's a program that everybody should really get into, and not just them, their friends, their family members, because when change happens to one person and it trickles down to the other, communities are better, stronger, families are stronger and happier. So that's why
Mm.
I believe that it's something we should all get into.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, everyone should be in, because it is going to help you on the ultimate journey. The ultimate journey for our money is financial freedom. And
Yeah,
it pains me a lot that a lot of people still do not have the awareness that financial freedom is the goal. And that's the reason why we see people who work for years, 30 years, 35 years, only to end up with nothing at the end of the day. Why? Because all they hoped on was pension. And like I always say, the rich do not retire on pension. Only the
true,
poor retire on pension. The rich
true.
retire on investment. And the goal is
Investments.
for us to retire on investments. The goal is for us to have enough passive income to cater for us by the time we say we want to stop working. That's what financial freedom is about. And anybody can attain financial freedom. It's also funny how a lot of people look at financial freedom. They look at it in the sense that financial freedom is a one thing, is a one size fits all. No, your financial freedom is different from my financial freedom. If what I need to cater for my expenses, I can meet it with my passive income, I have attained financial freedom. My financial what it takes to get to my own financial freedom at my level for me is different from Dangote's. I mustn't do it like Dangote. I don't have to do it like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So we can all attain financial freedom. Definitely, we can get there. So
Mhm.
your message invariably that you're giving to somebody who is considering to join the
Yeah.
Money Clique is that they should get right in. They should not waste time.
Yeah. Get right in. Yeah. Don't waste time. Get right in. Don't dilly dally. Make that decision now so that you can
Yes.
have a better tomorrow and be able to plan better.
True, true, true. I'm able to plan better. And planning better is also planning for retirement as well.
Yeah.
As funny as it sounds, a lot of us don't get to plan for retirement until we are close to retirement. We're just 5 years away or just a few
Yeah.
years away from
Yeah.
retirement. Like I said in the previous class that we had just a few days ago, how growing up, I used to see the cohort of my parents when they talk about retirement, they only get to talk about it when it's just a few years to go. Then you hear them saying, what am I going to use my gratuity to do? And eventually, I've got to look at almost all of them. None of the businesses they started running was able to survive. Why?
Yeah.
Because they were running a business under a lot of pressure without any much knowledge. So if you have any business to run, this is the time to start. Retirement planning starts from the first day you start working, not when you're nearing, and all these things are the things that you're going to learn in the Money Clique program, because the Money Clique
True.
program is a very holistic financial literacy program. It's not just about investing, it's not just about money management, it's about everything about
True.
money, financial
True.
literacy. As far as financial
True.
literacy is concerned, you'll get it in the Money Clique program. And we'll be rounding up, but before we go tonight, now I can guess this question because, but think I still have two that I think you might have to pick. The question is, out of all the books we've read so far, which one stands out for you? Just one.
It's the rich dad cash flow
Afro
quadrant.
Kubra. Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, glad that it is. Well, that book is a masterpiece. It is a
It is.
masterpiece. Robert Kiyosaki did a wonderful job, and passed out a strong, knowledge, a strong message through that book. That's one of my best books ever. The first time I came across the cash flow quadrant, and I was like, what's going on here? This guy is talking about four quadrants, how you can bring in money from all quadrants. And the truth is, we are all raised to think that we need to exist in only one quadrant. A doctor is raised, and the only thing the doctor can think about is to make money by just going to work and coming back home. There's a lot of rewiring we need to do, and that's the reason why the Money Clique program needs to get to more people. We need more people to hear the good news. We need more people to get to know what they should know for them to get to the ultimate goal. And lastly, if you're going to describe your experience in the Money Clique so far in just 3 words, what would it be?
I think it's a mindset shift. That's it. Mindset shift.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And that is the major reason why the Money Click program was instituted. It was instituted to have a mindset shift in the minds of people, because money is not just about the outward part, it's more also of the inward part. And the only way you can change it inwardly is to change the way you think, is to change your mindset. And I want to thank you very much, Ma, for coming on here to this maiden edition of my Money Click Chronicles to share your story so far with us. It's something we appreciate so much. Well, thank you, Lord. Thank you for making our time out of a very busy schedule to be here. We don't take it for granted, and we're very,
Thank
very,
you.
very grateful. All right.
Thank you very
So
much.
this is what we're going to wrap it up for
Thank you.
today
Thank you.
with Mrs. Osato. Okay, this is where we'll wrap it up. Um, this is what we'll wrap it up today on my Money Clique Chronicles. The network seems to be messing up at this point, so we're just going to end the show here. Remember, we're going to be here again tomorrow to share yet another journey of someone else who is currently a billionaire. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're just joining us now, then you'd want to go back and get everything that we've said from the beginning, because you are going to love it. It's going to bless you. You're going to learn a lot from it, and it will encourage you, if you're not already in the Money Clique program, to get right in. My name is Chukwemeka Onyenezi, and I'm the founder of the Naira Academy. And special thanks to our guest today, Mrs. Osato Yvonne Ezomo. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Did anyone teach you how to handle money while growing up? I guess not. Most adults learn the hard way through debt and financial stress. But here's the thing, your child does not have to repeat that same cycle. The Naira Academy has created the Money Clique Kids program, where your child can learn how to save, budget, spend wisely, and understand the basics of investing. So what are you waiting for? Enroll your child in the 2026 Money Clique Kids program and give your child the head start you didn't have.